Hello everyone seeking clarity on your connection with your Libra whom you're separated with. I'm going to start with a Psychic Tarot Oracle card to look into the crowning energy, the situation of why you may be separated from your Libra. I'm going to do as well a tarot spread looking into their thoughts, their feelings, in conjunction with your thoughts, your feelings, and where things may be headed for those of you who are still feeling connected even though you're separated from your Libra. Okay, so this just pulled out in Deception, Envy, Seven of Swords energy. Okay, so I feel for some of you with the separation, the reason may be for some of you trust issues. There's definitely some trust issues on why you're separated. This could be the energy that the Libra is taking on as far as not being forthcoming, or with the envy connected with this. There could be a bit of a feeling that there's in their thought or in their mind space that they're not happy about a situation. There could be they may feel that they know you're with someone, or they could be with someone and not telling you, or there's just a sense of holding in information, holding in thoughts, holding in intentions, not really being forthcoming about what's going on here. So there's definitely a bit, I feel, of mental confusion, and for some of you just outright dishonesty about what's going on, either on your part or theirs. I'm also getting a bit of this, like the way this person is looking. I feel for some of you that you may be looking into Libras, like maybe social media or any information that you're getting on them, and some of you may be feeling a little bit like they're not thinking about you, they're not missing you, they're moving on with their life, and that could be a bit of hurt, or a sense of you feeling as if you're not important to them, like they've moved on to other things or maybe another person. And for others, this as well could be an indication that they're doing that with you as well too, possibly looking ahead or looking into different ways of figuring out what's going on between you without communicating that energy. So someone here is definitely wearing a mask, but they're covering their feelings, they're covering and they're covering their intentions, they're covering their thoughts. And so it could be as well be a sense that, oh wow. And then we have the Jinn that showed up here. So there could be definitely this sense of toxic energy that is between you and what's holding you. And some of you, if this is a separation that it's hard for maybe you to let go, this is maybe becoming an obsession a little bit. And Seven Swords energy is really about this sense of like, I know something and I'm going forward with it, and I'm not telling who is behind. I'm leaving that energy behind. I'm not going to inform this camp that I know this information. I'm just going to slip out into the night and do my own thing. And that could be a little bit of where there's some sense of loss of control or wanting control either over this Libra, or this is a sense that Libra is holding on to their sense of power or whatever it is. There could also be the sense of toxic habits or things that are coming between you and one or the other. If there's was a particular issue that came between you. It definitely could be this codependency, or the sense that someone had to kind of hide their true self, or couldn't be forthcoming in a way here with that devil energy popping out. So let's look further into what could be going on. Still separated from Libra, looking for clarity and insight. Definitely feel like I'm maybe talking to people where there's Libra who's attached to someone else, and so that's even just the nature of your relationship is a bit deceptive, that you have to maybe sneak around to see each other. And if things have been made difficult in the sense of this person, whatever their commitments were, they're upholding those commitments right now, and not being totally honest with you about what their intentions are. Okay. Okay. So with this energy, with your, somewhere here in your thoughts, I feel that some of you, with the Six of Wands energy, what you're thinking of when you see this person, I feel for some of you, you think this person maybe gets a lot of attention, and that could be a little bit of what is could be intimidating or mistrusting for you. Maybe feel this Libra gets too much attention, that there's some of you, you may feel that this person is on a pedestal in some way. This is a victorious energy, so some of you could have overcome your conflicts, or could be in the mind frame that you're attempting to overcome what this connection is, in a sense. Some of you as well, I'm feeling in your mind that you want to, this is also an energy where I feel like there's something public, like showing or displaying your feelings in public. Some of you, there's as well could be this way that you're like subliminally sending message, or attempting to send messages to get your Libra's attention. If you again feel like maybe they're preoccupied, and there's a sense of here of planning too, like maybe some of you as well are planning to see them but not really, or maybe you're attempting to catch them off guard in a sense, or make plans to see them, but in a way that catches them off their, like, again, like catching them, or you know, something here where you're gonna show or look to bring something out into the open here. So that could be where some of your mind frame is with the Six of Wands energy and your thoughts. But I feel too as well could be somewhat of your goal, or your intention is you want to bring this relationship out in the open. If you feel like it's been hidden, it's been something where they keep it behind closed doors, or they sneak around and stuff, this is, or you know, you both do that. This could be a sense of where, you know, you want to display your love, you want to bring it out into the open, and that may be some of what is a conflicting energy, because there could be something where they're very open about showing their love and affection, especially if this is someone who's already in a relationship with someone else, that it's maybe getting to you in this sense where maybe some of you are about to kind of blow the lid on what's been going on to their partner. Again, something here that's coming to light, bringing it to light, okay? And on the level of their mind and their emotions here, we have the Sultana, which is the Empress energy. So on the level of their mind, I feel for some of them, they're very focused. They are very focused on their own self-care, self-preservation, and this could be as well someone who owns their own business, or is very business-minded, and has their eye on success, using their gifts and their talents. and that could be somewhat more of a focus. They're focused on their abundance. They are very in the mind frame of enriching their life and adding more abundance to their life. So this could be in a sense where you may see this Libra as being a bit selfish, but they do have, I feel it, they may as well have that nurturing quality, but where they direct that, some of you may feel like they're giving that nurturing energy, directing it elsewhere, not directing it towards you. And this could also be someone who's very focused on they're just focused on their business, but it also could indicate that there's someone in their life that they are holding out for, that they're in a sense of comfort with. And it may not be you in that sense, but for others, if it's not really a third party situation or something here, there's a sense I feel that some of you may just are, again, with that double energy coming out, you might really covet the attention of this Libra. And if they're not giving you the attention that you feel you want from them, it causes issues for you. So I feel mainly the crowning thing here is trust issues, because their mind is on abundance, their mind is on expansion, fertilizing seeds and watching them grow, starting, so there could be this higher kind of purpose that this Libra may feel like they're living or doing, but you may just feel like, you want to see them, and maybe you're not even trusting that it's just that their career that they're focused on, or it's just them that they're focused on, because it's also the Empress is Libra energy, Libra and Taurus energy. So this is definitely an energy where they would be in this mode of, I'm taking care of me, what is meant to me comes to me, I don't chase anything, this is just, I'm sitting here and what I produce, what comes out, it comes natural to me, and just the way they take things may just be in a sense intimidating to you with this deception and envy energy here. And I'm also kind of seeing that correlation of something here where this Libra does maybe get a lot of attention. That may be something here that gets you questioning even what they want, or if they maybe see you in that same way, if they're not giving you that attention. Now here with what's on your level of your heart is the Princess of Swords. So some of you are holding back as far as of your feelings. Some of you are holding your feelings in, and that could be a little bit of the sense of, well, if you're holding back and they're not going to chase you, this is a sense of, well, if you need to work out what your feelings are, to try and verbalize them. But also connected with this energy, I'm really kind of getting the sense that this is where you're looking into their life and maybe not really seeing how you're fitting in, or seeing that they're, if they're taking your separation just fine, this may be in a sense where you feel that, like, why don't they feel like I do? If you miss them, if you're missing the connection with them, there could be this a sense of intimidation again, and this would be an intimidation to release your feelings and even trying to make sense of them yourself. And for some of you, this is maybe a new situation for you, or the way this Libra makes you feel is just very different in the way of how you really don't feel like you have control. And that could be something that is important to you, and I'll tell you that's very difficult to get into balance with the Libra if you're seeking control, because Libra's not really a person to be controlled. They're more of a partner energy, so that balance is definitely important here. But so some of you, I feel that there's a hesitation of not knowing how to express your feelings, and maybe even trying to still make sense of these feelings, especially if this is a situation where you feel hidden in their life, or you feel like you're not a priority. I feel like this is on your mind, is like you want to overcome. After the six, it comes after the 5 of Wands, and as far as there being conflicting energy. So if some of you have had some conflict in your mind about Libra, There could be in the sense where some of you as well could have gotten some communication from Libra recently, but maybe there's something here where you're not really trusting it, or it's a little bit, there was maybe something premature about it, or the timing may have been a little suspect, or there could have been a situation again where you're involved with someone. But there seems to be the sense of you're ready to overcome this conflict if there was any with Libra. But it seems like communication is a big kind of key here. And maybe a little bit of power struggle energy, maybe a little deceptive and obsessive energy that's going on here, or spying, more so trying to look for reasons to feel secure before you go forward with this Libra. So looking into their heart space, this is a Ten of Swords. So this Libra, I feel with this Ten of Swords energy, they have gone through some change. They've gone through some pain, and as well they feel in the sense that this is I get this energy of like they're not going to take whatever has been so difficult in the past before. And so they may have gotten to this point of self love where there's just they may be in a way being selfish in your eyes, but it could also just be that this is someone who's had to overcome a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, and it's transformed them. And in a way, this almost seems like it could be in a sense that this Libra could seem like they're cold, or they're very just it's hard to feel what this Libra is feeling. It's hard to know what this Libra is feeling. They may not be communicating, and if you have heard from them, communication from them, they may be feeling like they're in that place. Well, you know, they reached out, you know, but there's something you're holding back. Even if you're happy to hear from them, if you're not communicating to them, they're not going to be that one to kind of reach out again. If they don't hear from you, there may be more of a sense of then it's done. It's a settled issue for them. Like they're in their mind, they're in a place spiritually, mentally, and working maybe even physically too on being whole in themselves, where in their heart it's like I just get the sense. And also I'm getting that this is something is final in their head, as far as being done. They're very done. So some of you, this is a sense of like, you know, if you feel hesitant to communicate, it may be in a sense that it's clear if there was deception and envy on your part towards this Libra. And they've had to get over some things here, and they've had to heal from this. They've done so, but in a sense too, it's a done issue as far as you're concerned. So this would be just kind of continue as something of, if you're still kind of wondering, maybe the only way you can see this Libra is to look on their social media or get information from other people. And also this as well could be, especially if you're trying to get information or clarity about what you don't know from other people, 9 times out of 10 you're not hearing the truth. If you're not hearing it from this Libra, you're not hearing you're not hearing the truth about what really is going on, because if they're in this position of the Ten of Swords, and also this is a very kind of self-sufficient, independent energy. These people, you know, there could be stories, there could be lies that are even between you, that are not even between you. You know what I mean? In a sense of like interference, or someone else kind of as well being envious of your connection. If there was a connection, there could definitely be a little bit of envy as it comes to you and this Libra coming together. And so your sense of judgment towards this Libra may be a bit off, or it definitely may not be accurate, especially if you're not hearing it from the Libra themselves. But for some, I do feel like, you know, it may be a situation where they're focused on someone who has more of, if they've committed to someone in their life and they have that person on their mind, that's where their abundance is. They know where their abundance is. They know the land and soil or relationship that they want to fertilize. Then if they're not, you know, if the connection, you're separated, then they're done in that sense. They've made up their mind. This is a made up mind, made up heart, and definitely this is like a Libra definitely does rule mostly with their head than their heart. Being an air sign, definitely a cardinal air sign, they follow their intuition more than not, and if they feel this Ten of Wands and Ten of Swords energy, and if there was deception from your part towards them, that's not something that they're going to go back to. They feel that they deserve better, they deserve more, and that may be some of what they're focused on. Okay, so they could be done in that area. But what we do have here for the development of, or where things could be heading, we do have the Three of Discs. So I'm seeing this in a development that possibly means that there is still something to be worked out or worked on. But also with the sense of there being something to see, something tangible to have where someone sees it, or I mean, this could be a correspondence or some other type of looking on, again, seeing, and but also this could be again seeing what's real about the situation, seeing what really is going on, or really is the writings on the wall, so to speak. Okay, so the writings on the wall are coming in as far as really what's going on, or really what has transpired between you. There could be a beginning of some better solid understanding and information. I would say definitely anything that you maybe, again, if you're not communicating with this Libra and you're going around in circles, you're causing yourself more confusion because there's deception coming towards this. It definitely could be people that, I mean, I feel some of you may be getting information from people who are not even involved in this Libra's life, but they have their speculations, and it definitely could be coming from an envious place. So some of you are definitely maybe in your mind like, I want to see for myself, I want to see this Libra, I need to, so, but the hesitation in communication, or so there definitely could be some things that are just nasty, that don't even have to, maybe not even between you. It could be coming from kind of outside of your relationship as far as the deception and envy goes. So I feel that this is an indication that there will be some things that are evident in as far as concrete and something real and something that you can see. I am also seeing that this is potentially, because the Three of Pentacles as well, I am getting, for some of you, this could be an agreement to work on the relationship, to work on rebuilding again, restoring some type of faith in the relationship. I'm also getting the image of what is, as far as like that church setting of making an agreement to possibly look into future commitment. So some of you, there's still some of that possibility of reconnecting with this Libra, but you have, there's a lot of this clearing of the air that needs to be done here, because that's where I feel like that's where this is coming from, especially to that backstabbing energy. So you definitely shouldn't be trusting what you're hearing about this Libra, especially if they're in this seat of the Empress. There's definitely maybe some envious energy towards what is good to them, or what they deserve coming to them, what they have coming to them, in spite of a lot of kind of struggles and maybe things that they've gone through. So here is just like maybe need to work on again what you're hearing and your level of discernment on where you're getting information from. Especially if it's volunteer to you, you didn't even ask, or again, just kind of be careful. People are bringing up Libra around you and they're not, not even in contact, and it's just, there's just maybe things that, again, they just may be a Libra that has a lot of kind of backstabbing energy. But some of you, I feel and you would know this, okay, as far as there being someone that this Libra has a commitment with and they're sticking to that commitment. That's where they're seeing their growth. They're looking towards their future. They're looking to what they're not ready to, they're not going back to a dead situation. So if it's dead between you, then you know that. And in that sense, then as far as that goes, the writings will be on the wall. And if you're kind of wondering if the Libra has someone in their life, but they're not kind of displaying it, maybe they're very private in their life, there's the sense of maybe somewhere down the line in the future of you kind of putting those puzzle pieces together, and it being kind of out there for you to kind of see the truth of where things are for them or where things may be headed for you. So we're going to be looking into what the Oracle card says. This is the Wild Offerings Oracle deck, and we look into this deck gives good kind of almost prayer messages of what to release to the divine for situations that are outside of your control. Ooh. Wow. Okay, that was 3. Okay, so we have forgiveness, enjoyment, and contentment. Forgiveness. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. Contentment. You learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Suddenly you remember, I'm right here, resting in God. Okay, so that was the first reading where we got kind of 3 messages come out. I do want to get just one more clear message, because the way that came out was just maybe there's, you know, your situations, all of your situations are different, and I just feel moved to pull one more kind of clear, cohesive message for those of you in connection with Libra. Okay, impatience. My life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Okay. So I feel like that's self-explanatory. In time, there will be some type of revelation or a sense of there being at least either a chance to work on possibly the development of this relationship with Libra, if you can get past the deception and envy energy that's either interfering with your connection or, you know, being brought in from your side or theirs, or the writing will be on the wall as far as what you learn or discover about what Libra is working on, who they're working on it with. This may even be an indication that eventually it will come to light if it's not evident who their partner is or who they're focused on fertilizing their future with. Then that may be a little bit of like you getting to kind of have that moment to see where their energy is going to. So that is your reading. I do hope it was helpful, and if you would like a personal reading, that information is below. Thanks for watching.